War, a chapter in history filled with sorrow, loss, and unimaginable pain. In Sri Lanka, the 30-year war between the army and the liberation tigers of Tamil Eelam, Ltte, left a lasting mark, claiming countless lives and tearing families apart. Over 100,000 Sri Lankans lost their lives in the conflict, leaving behind grieving families, shattered dreams, and countless children orphaned. Homes destroyed, communities displaced, and generations scarred. It is crucial to understand the reasons behind this tragic chapter to ensure it is never repeated. Reason 1: Ethnic conflict and discrimination. Sri Lanka's complex history was marked by ethnic divisions between the majority Sinhalese and the Tamil minority. Discrimination in areas such as employment, education, and political representation led to resentment and a deepening sense of inequality. Years of unresolved grievances and perceived injustices sparked the desire for a separate Tamil homeland, fueling a cycle of violence and retaliation. Reason 2: Language policy and cultural identity. The introduction of language policies favoring Sinhala, the majority language, marginalized the Tamil-speaking population. It led to protests, calls for language rights, and a growing demand for autonomy. The erosion of cultural identity and the denial of linguistic rights further intensified the desire for a separate Tamil homeland, creating fertile ground for the Ltte's ideology of armed struggle. Reason 3: Economic disparities and marginalization. Sri Lanka's economic development was uneven, with rural areas and minority communities experiencing persistent poverty and limited access to resources. This disparity created a sense of marginalization and deep-seated grievances. The lack of opportunities, economic injustices, and the perception of unequal distribution of wealth fueled resentment, leading to the recruitment and support of armed groups like the Ltte. Reason 4: Political instability and failed negotiations. Sri Lanka witnessed periods of political instability, with frequent changes in leadership and power struggles. These uncertainties undermined the peace process and hindered meaningful dialogue between the parties involved. Despite multiple efforts to find a peaceful resolution, including internationally mediated negotiations, agreements reached were often short-lived, leading to a breakdown in trust and a resumption of violence. Reason 5: Militarization and armed struggle. The Ltte, a militant separatist group, emerged as a formidable force, employing guerrilla tactics and carrying out high-profile attacks. Their armed struggle, combined with the increasing militarization of the Sri Lankan army, escalated the conflict and resulted in a prolonged and devastating war. As we reflect on the devastating consequences of the 30-year Sri Lankan war, let us remember the lives lost, the families torn apart, and the countless scars that still remain. But we must also look forward with hope and determination. Let us strive for unity, equality, and understanding. Let us learn from history, bridge divides, and create a future where peace prevails. Remember, let the pain of the past serve as a reminder, don't let it happen again.
මද සුළඟල සින්නිද හස විඳිමින් නව සිතුවිලි දස අත පතුරන් සවිවර මනසින් හද දොරටු ඇරන් මිතුරු පවුර ගොඩ නගමු ඉතින් புதிய நட்பை இனிதே படைப்போம். කව අඳිමින් දේදුණු සිතුවම් කරන ලෙසින් විවිධත්වයකින් සමලංකృత වූ බලමුළුවක ධජ නගමු තෙදින් வேற்றுமையில் එකම